Hello and welcome back to our channel. Talking about yourself in English is one of the most important skills for every learner. Because in real life, people will ask you simple questions. What is your name? Where are you from? What do you do? What are your hobbies? What are your dreams? Why are you learning English? And if you can answer these questions clearly, your confidence will grow. Many learners know English, but when someone says, "Tell me about yourself," they become nervous. Their mind becomes blank. They do not know where to start. They think too much about grammar. They feel afraid of mistakes. But today, we will make it simple. You do not need difficult words to talk about yourself. You only need clear sentences, simple ideas, and regular practice. In this lesson, you will learn how to introduce yourself, how to talk about your daily life, how to share your hobbies, how to explain your goals, and how to speak with confidence. Also, this video is in simple English, so while you listen, you can improve your English understanding, learn useful sentences, and practice your speaking skills. If you want more easy English lessons like this, please subscribe to the channel and stay connected for more powerful English practice. Part 1. Start with a simple introduction. When someone says, "Tell me about yourself," do not panic. You do not need to tell your whole life story. Start with a simple introduction. A simple introduction has 5 basic points: your name, your place, your work or study, your hobby, your goal. This is enough for the beginning. For example, you can say, "Hello, my name is Emily. I am from New York. I am a student. I like reading books and listening to music. My goal is to improve my English and speak more confidently." This introduction is short, simple, and clear. Now let us understand it slowly. First, say your name. You can say, "My name is Emily," or "I am Emily." Both are correct. If you want to sound more natural, you can say, "Hi, I am Emily." This is very simple and friendly. Second, say where you are from. You can say, "I am from New York," or "I come from New York." For beginners, "I am from" is easier and more common. For example, "I am from London." "I am from a small town." "I am from a beautiful city." Third, say what you do. If you are a student, say, "I am a student." If you work, say, "I work in a company." If you run a business, say, "I run a small business." If you are learning English, say, "I am learning English." If you make videos, say, "I create videos." Keep it simple. Do not try to make your sentence too long in the beginning. Fourth, talk about your hobby. A hobby means something you enjoy doing. You can say, "I like reading books. I like listening to music. I like watching movies. I like playing football. I like learning new things. I like making videos. I like speaking English." Use this simple pattern. I like plus action word. For example, I like reading. I like writing. I like cooking. I like traveling. I like exercising. This pattern is very useful. Fifth, talk about your goal. A goal means something you want to achieve. You can say, "My goal is to improve my English. My goal is to become more confident. My goal is to get a good job. My goal is to speak English fluently. My goal is to learn something new every day. When you add your goal, your introduction becomes more meaningful. Now let us make one full example. Hi, my name is Ethan. I am from California. I am a student. I like reading books, watching videos, and learning new skills. My goal is to speak English confidently and improve myself every day. This is a good introduction. It is not too difficult. It is not too long. It is clear and natural. Now you can practice your own introduction. Say it like this. Hi, my name is blank. I am from blank, I am a blank, I like blank, my goal is blank, for example. Hi, my name is David. I am from Texas, I am a student. I like playing football and watching English videos. My goal is to speak English fluently. Practice this again and again. At first, you may speak slowly. That is okay. Speak slowly, but speak clearly. Many learners make one mistake. They try to speak fast because they think fast English sounds fluent. But fluency does not mean speaking fast. Fluency means speaking clearly without too much fear. So when you talk about yourself, do not rush. Take your time. Use simple sentences. Speak with confidence. If you forget something, pause and continue. For example, you can say, "Let me think," or "One moment, please," or "I want to say it clearly." These small sentences help you continue the conversation. Remember, mistakes are normal. If you say one word wrong, do not stop. If your grammar is not perfect, do not feel ashamed. If your pronunciation is not perfect, do not become silent. Speaking improves by speaking. The more you talk about yourself, the easier it becomes. So today, start with your simple introduction. Say your name. Say your place. Say what you do. Say what you like. Say your goal. This is the first step. When you can introduce yourself clearly, you feel more confident in English conversations. And confidence is very important. Because when confidence grows, speaking becomes easier. So practice this introduction every day. Speak in front of a mirror. Record your voice. Repeat your introduction 10 times. Change small details. Make it natural. And slowly, you will be able to talk about yourself without fear. Remember this line. You do not need perfect English to introduce yourself. You need simple English, clear thoughts, and regular practice. Part 2. Talk about your daily life in simple English. After introducing yourself, the next step is to talk about your daily life. This is very important because daily life is one of the easiest topics for English learners. You do not need difficult words. You do not need advanced grammar. You only need simple sentences about what you do every day. Many learners feel nervous because they think English speaking means talking about big topics. But real English starts with small topics. Your morning routine, your work, your study, your food, your family, your free time, your evening routine, your daily habits. These simple things can help you speak English more naturally. When someone asks you, "What do you do every day?" you can answer in a very simple way. For example, I usually wake up early in the morning. First, I drink water. Then I brush my teeth and get ready for the day. After that, I have breakfast. I study or work for a few hours. In the evening, I practice English and spend time with my family. At night, I relax and go to bed. This is simple English, but it is useful English. Why? Because you are talking about your real life. And when you talk about your real life, you remember sentences faster. Let us make it easier. You can divide your daily life into 3 parts: morning, afternoon, evening. First, talk about your morning. You can say, I wake up at 6 o'clock. I brush my teeth. I take a bath. I have breakfast. I get ready for school. I get ready for work. I start my day with exercise. I practice English in the morning. Now make a short paragraph. My morning starts at 6 o'clock. I wake up, drink water, and brush my teeth. After that, I do some exercise. Then I take a bath and have breakfast. I like to start my morning with a positive mind. This is a good way to speak. You are not using difficult words. You are using clear sentences. Second, talk about your afternoon. You can say, in the afternoon, I study. In the afternoon, I work. I have lunch with my family. I take a short break. I complete my important tasks. I learn something new. I watch English videos. Now make a short paragraph. In the afternoon, I usually focus on my work. I complete my important tasks and try to stay productive. After lunch, I take a short break. Sometimes I watch an English video to improve my listening skills. This sounds natural. Third, talk about your evening. You can say, in the evening, I go for a walk. I spend time with my family. I practice speaking English. I listen to music. I watch a movie. I read a book. I prepare for the next day. Now make a short paragraph. In the evening, I like to relax. Sometimes I go for a walk. Sometimes I spend time with my family. I also practice English for some time because I want to improve my speaking. At night, I plan my next day and go to sleep. This is how you talk about your daily life. Simple, clear, natural. Now remember one important thing. When you talk about your daily life, use words like usually, sometimes, often, and every day. These words make your English better. For example, I usually wake up early. I sometimes watch English movies. I often practice speaking alone. I read something every day. I usually have tea in the morning. I sometimes feel tired, but I still try to practice. These words help you explain your routine better. You can also talk about things you do not do. For example, I do not wake up very late. I do not use my phone too much in the morning. I do not like wasting time. I do not skip my English practice. I do not watch TV every day. This helps you make your speaking longer. Now let us create a full answer. Question: can you tell me about your daily life? Answer: yes, of course. My daily life is simple, but I try to make it productive. I usually wake up early in the morning. First, I drink water and get ready for the day. After breakfast, I start my work or study. In the afternoon, I complete my important tasks. In the evening, I practice English, spend time with my family, and relax. I also try to learn something new every day because I want to improve myself. This answer is very useful. You can use it in conversation. You can change it according to your life. If you are a student, say, I study. If you work, say, I go to work. If you stay at home, say, I help at home and learn new things. If you make videos, say, I create content and improve my skills. Now practice this sentence pattern. My day usually starts with blank. My morning is usually blank. In the afternoon, I blank. In the evening, I blank. At night, I blank. My daily routine helps me blank. For example, my day usually starts with exercise. My morning is usually busy. In the afternoon, I work on my goals. In the evening, I practice English. At night, I review my day. My daily routine helps me stay disciplined. This is the best way to speak about yourself. Do not try to make your answer perfect. Try to make your answer real. Real English is better than memorized English. If you memorize one paragraph and forget one line, you may become nervous. But if you know how to speak about your real life, you can continue easily. So talk about what you really do. Talk about your real routine. Talk about your real habits. Talk about your real goals. This will make your English more natural. You can also practice in front of a mirror. Stand in front of the mirror and ask yourself, what do I do every day? Then answer, I wake up early. I drink water. I study English. I work on my goals. I try to improve myself every day. Repeat this every day. At first, your answer may be short. After some days, it will become longer. After some weeks, you will speak more smoothly. This is how confidence grows. Remember this powerful line. If you can talk about your daily life in English, you can start many real conversations. So do not ignore daily routine English. It looks simple, but it is very powerful. Because your daily life gives you many sentences. And every sentence you speak makes your English stronger. Part 3. Talk about your likes, hobbies, and interests. When you talk about yourself in English, you should also talk about what you like. This makes your conversation more interesting. If you only say your name and place, the conversation becomes very short. But when you talk about your hobbies, interests, and favorite things, people can understand you better. A hobby is something you enjoy doing in your free time. An interest is something you like learning about or talking about. For example, reading books, listening to music, watching movies, playing football, cooking, traveling, learning English, making videos, exercising, drawing, writing, talking with people, learning new skills. These are hobbies and interests. When someone asks you, what are your hobbies? You can answer simply. You can say, my hobby is reading books, or I like reading books, or I enjoy reading books. For beginners, the easiest sentence is, I like reading books. This pattern is very useful. I like plus action word. For example, I like reading. I like writing. I like cooking. I like traveling. I like learning English. I like watching movies. I like listening to music. I like playing games. I like making videos. Now, if you want to sound more natural, you can add why you like it. For example, I like reading books because books give me new ideas. I like listening to music because it makes me feel relaxed. I like learning English because it gives me confidence. I like exercising because it keeps me healthy. I like making videos because I enjoy sharing ideas. This makes your answer stronger. Many learners give only one short answer. Question: what is your hobby? Answer: reading. This is okay, but it is too short. A better answer is: my hobby is reading books. I like reading because it helps me learn new things and improve my thinking. This sounds much better. Now let us learn a simple structure. First, say your hobby. Second, say why you like it. Third, say how often you do it. For example, my hobby is reading books. I like reading because it gives me knowledge and new ideas. I try to read a few pages every day. This answer has 3 parts: hobby, reason, frequency. Now let us make more examples. My hobby is listening to music. I like music because it makes me feel calm and happy. I usually listen to music in the evening. My hobby is playing football. I like football because it keeps me active and healthy. I play football with my friends on weekends. My hobby is learning English. I like English because it can help me speak with more people and get better opportunities. I practice English every day. My hobby is making videos. I like making videos because I can share my ideas with others. I try to improve my content every week. These answers are simple, but they sound complete. Now you can also talk about your favorite things. People may ask, what is your favorite food? What is your favorite movie? What is your favorite subject? What is your favorite place? What is your favorite book? What is your favorite activity? You can answer like this. My favorite food is pizza. My favorite movie is a motivational movie. My favorite subject is English. My favorite place is the park. My favorite activity is learning new things. But again, do not stop there. Add one reason. For example, my favorite subject is English because it helps me communicate with more people. My favorite place is the park because it is peaceful and fresh. My favorite activity is learning new things because I want to grow in life. This makes your English sound better. Now let us create a full answer. Question: tell me about your hobbies and interests. Answer: my hobbies are reading books, listening to music, and learning English. I like reading because it gives me new ideas. I like music because it helps me relax. I am also interested in English because I want to speak confidently and improve my communication skills. In my free time, I try to practice English and learn something useful. This is a very good answer. It is clear, it is simple, it is natural. You can use it in many conversations. Now remember one important point. Do not say only "I like" again and again. You can use different simple expressions. For example, I enjoy reading. I am interested in learning English. I love watching motivational videos. I spend my free time reading. I am passionate about improving myself. I like to learn new skills. These expressions make your English more beautiful, but use them slowly. Do not force difficult words. Start with easy sentences. Then add better sentences step by step. Now let us practice. Say these lines aloud. I like learning English. I enjoy speaking English. I am interested in self-improvement. I spend my free time watching English videos. My hobby helps me feel better. I want to improve myself every day. Repeat these lines many times. Your mouth needs practice. When you repeat useful sentences, they become easy. Now, one more important thing. When you talk about your hobbies, speak with energy. Do not speak like you're reading a boring lesson. If you like something, show it in your voice. For example, say, I really enjoy learning English because it makes me feel confident. This sounds better than a flat voice. English speaking is not only words, it is also voice, feeling, and confidence. So when you talk about yourself, speak clearly and naturally. You do not need to be perfect. You need to be honest. If you like simple things, say simple things. If you like reading, say it. If you like walking, say it. If you like cooking, say it. If you like learning English, say it. Your answer does not need to impress everyone. Your answer needs to express you. That is the goal of speaking English. Not perfection, expression. So practice talking about your likes, hobbies, and interests. Use this pattern. I like blank because blank. My hobby is blank. I enjoy blank in my free time. I am interested in blank. My favorite blank is blank because blank. For example, I like reading because it improves my mind. My hobby is learning English. I enjoy walking in my free time. I am interested in personal growth. My favorite activity is speaking practice because it builds my confidence. This is how you talk about yourself in English. Step by step, sentence by sentence, practice by practice. And slowly, your fear will go down. Your confidence will go up. Your English will become stronger. Remember this line. When you talk about what you like, English becomes more personal, more natural, and more enjoyable. Part 4. Talk about your family, study, or work. When you talk about yourself in English, people may also ask about your family, your study, or your work. These are very common topics in real conversations. Someone may ask, "Can you tell me about your family? What do you do? Are you a student? Where do you work? What are you studying? What kind of work do you do?" Many learners become nervous when they hear these questions, but you do not need to give a long and difficult answer. You can answer with simple and clear sentences. Let us start with family. If someone asks, "Tell me about your family," you can say, "I have a small family," or "I have a big family." Then you can add more details. For example, I have a small family. There are 4 people in my family. My father, my mother, my brother, and me. My family is very supportive. I love spending time with them. This answer is simple and complete. You can also say, I live with my family. My family is very important to me. They support me and guide me. We like to spend time together, especially in the evening. This sounds natural. Now let us learn some useful family sentences. I have a small family. I have a big family. There are 5 people in my family. I live with my parents. I have 1 brother and 1 sister. My family is very loving. My family supports me a lot. I like spending time with my family. My family teaches me good values. These sentences are easy and useful. Now let us make a full answer. Question. Can you tell me about your family? Answer. Yes, of course. I have a small and loving family. There are 4 people in my family: my parents, my brother, and me. My family is very important to me because they support me and motivate me. I like spending time with them, and I feel happy when we sit together and talk. This is a good answer. It is not too short. It is not too difficult. It sounds natural. Now let us talk about study. If you are a student, you can say, I am a student. I study in college. I study in school. I am studying English. I am studying business. I am studying computer science. I am preparing for my exams. I want to improve my knowledge. Now make it a little longer. I am a student. I am studying in college. My favorite subject is English because I want to improve my communication skills. I try to study regularly and learn something new every day. This is a simple way to talk about your study. If someone asks, "What are you studying?" you can answer, "I am studying English because I want to speak confidently." Or, "I am studying computer science because I am interested in technology." Or, "I am studying business because I want to understand how companies work." The best pattern is, "I am studying blank because blank." For example, I am studying English because I want better communication. I am studying science because I like learning about nature. I am studying business because I want to start my own business. I am studying computers because I want to build a good career. This pattern is very helpful. Now let us talk about work. If you work, you can say, I work in a company. I work as a teacher. I work as a designer. I work in sales. I work in an office. I run a small business. I create videos. I make content online. I am learning new skills to grow in my career. Now make it longer. I work in a company. My work is sometimes challenging, but I learn many new things. I try to improve my skills and become better every day. Or, I create videos online. I enjoy making content because I can share useful ideas with people. I am also learning new skills to improve my work. This is simple and clear. If someone asks, "What do you do?" you can answer according to your situation. If you are a student, I am a student. I am learning English and working on my skills. If you work, I work in a company. I am trying to grow in my career. If you make videos, I create educational videos. I like sharing helpful content with people. If you are learning, right now I am learning new skills and improving myself. If you are not working right now, at the moment, I am focusing on learning and improving my skills. This answer is polite and confident. Now remember one important thing. When you talk about your work or study, do not only say what you do. Also say why you do it or what you want to improve. For example, short answer, I am a student. Better answer, I am a student. I am trying to improve my English and build my confidence because I want better opportunities in the future. Short answer, I work in an office. Better answer, I work in an office. My work helps me learn responsibility, time management, and communication. Short answer, I make videos. Better answer, I make videos because I like teaching and helping people learn useful things. This makes your answer more meaningful. Now let us create one full self-introduction using family, study, and work. Hi, my name is Ethan. I am from California. I have a small family and they are very supportive. I am a student and I am learning English because I want to speak confidently. In my free time, I like reading, listening to music, and learning new skills. My goal is to improve myself every day and build a better future. This introduction is very good for beginners. It includes your name, place, family, study, hobbies, and goal. You can change the details and make it your own. Now practice these questions. Tell me about your family. What do you do? What are you studying? Why are you learning English? What do you like about your work? What is your goal in your study? Try to answer in simple English. Do not worry about mistakes. Your goal is to speak clearly. Use short sentences. Add one reason. Add one feeling. Add one goal. For example, I am learning English. I like English because it helps me communicate with more people. My goal is to speak confidently. This is enough. Remember this line. When you talk about your family, study, or work, keep your answer simple, real, and confident. Part 5. Talk about your goals, dreams, and English journey. When you talk about yourself in English, one of the most powerful things you can share is your goal. Your goal tells people what kind of person you are becoming. It shows your direction. It shows your mindset. It shows your purpose. Many people can say their name and place, but they become confused when someone asks, "What is your goal? What do you want to become? Why are you learning English? What is your dream? What do you want to improve?" These questions are very common, so you should practice them. Let us start with a simple sentence. My goal is to improve my English. This is easy and useful. You can also say, my goal is to speak English confidently. My goal is to become fluent in English. My goal is to improve my communication skills. My goal is to get better opportunities. My goal is to become more confident. My goal is to improve myself every day. Now let us make it longer. My goal is to speak English confidently because English can help me communicate with more people and get better opportunities in life. This answer is much better because it gives a reason. Always remember this simple pattern. My goal is blank because blank. For example, my goal is to learn English because I want to speak with confidence. My goal is to improve myself because I want a better future. My goal is to become successful because I want to help my family. My goal is to build discipline because I want to change my life. This pattern will help you speak better. Now let us talk about your dream. A dream is something big you want in life. You can say, my dream is to become successful. My dream is to speak English fluently. My dream is to travel the world. My dream is to help my family. My dream is to become a good teacher. My dream is to start my own business. My dream is to become confident and independent. Now make it more natural. My dream is to speak English fluently and confidently. I know it will take time, but I am ready to practice every day. This sounds powerful. You can also say, my dream is to build a better life for myself and my family. That is why I am learning new skills and improving my English. This is simple, emotional, and meaningful. Now let us talk about your English journey. This is very important for English learners. You can say, I started learning English because I wanted to improve my confidence. Or, in the beginning, English was difficult for me. Or, I could understand some English, but I could not speak well. Or, I made many mistakes, but I did not stop. Or, now I practice every day and I am slowly improving. These sentences can help you talk about your journey. Now let us make a full answer. Question: why are you learning English? Answer: I am learning English because I want to speak confidently. In the beginning, English was difficult for me. I could understand some words, but I could not speak clearly. Sometimes I felt nervous and shy. But now I practice every day. I listen, repeat, read aloud, and try to speak more. My goal is to become fluent and use English in real life. This answer is very useful. It tells your reason, your problem, your effort, and your goal. Now let us make it easier. You can divide your English journey into 4 parts. Why you started. What problem you faced. What you are doing now. What your goal is. For example, I started learning English because I wanted to improve my communication skills. In the beginning, I felt nervous and made many mistakes. Now I practice English every day by listening, speaking, and reading. My goal is to speak English fluently and confidently. This is a complete answer. It is simple and powerful. Now let us learn more useful sentences. I want to improve my English because it can help me in my future. I want to speak confidently in front of people. I want to remove my fear of speaking. I know my English is not perfect, but I am improving. I make mistakes, but I learn from them. I practice English every day. I listen to English videos to improve my understanding. I speak alone to build my confidence. I read simple English to learn new words. I want to use English in real conversations. These sentences are very useful for all learners. Now practice answering this question. Tell me about your English journey. You can say, my English journey is not perfect, but it is improving. In the beginning, I felt nervous when I tried to speak. I was afraid of making mistakes, but now I understand that mistakes are part of learning. I practice English every day. I listen to simple English, repeat useful sentences, and try to speak about my daily life. My goal is to speak English naturally and confidently. This is a strong answer. It shows honesty, it shows effort, it shows confidence. Now remember one important point. When you talk about your dreams and goals, speak with positive energy. Do not say, my English is very bad. Say, my English is improving. Do not say, I cannot speak. Say, I am learning to speak. Do not say, I always make mistakes. Say, I make mistakes, but I learn from them. Do not say, I am weak in English. Say, I am working on my English every day. This small change in language can change your confidence, because the way you talk about yourself affects the way you feel about yourself. If you speak negatively about yourself, your confidence becomes weak. If you speak positively, your confidence becomes stronger. So talk about your journey with hope. You are not perfect. That is okay. You are learning. That is powerful. Now let us create one full answer about yourself. Hi, my name is Emily. I am from New York. I am a student and I am learning English. I have a small family and they support me a lot. In my free time, I like reading books, listening to music, and watching English videos. My goal is to speak English confidently. In the beginning, English was difficult for me, but now I practice every day. I know I make mistakes, but I am improving slowly. My dream is to become more confident and use English in real life. This answer is complete. It includes introduction, family, hobbies, English journey, goal, and dream. You can use this structure for your own self-introduction. Now practice this pattern. My goal is blank. My dream is blank. I started learning English because blank. In the beginning, I felt blank. Now I practice by blank. In the future, I want to blank. For example, my goal is to speak English fluently. My dream is to become confident. I started learning English because I wanted better communication. In the beginning, I felt nervous. Now I practice by listening and speaking every day. In the future, I want to speak English naturally. This is how you talk about yourself in English. Simple words, clear sentences, real feelings, strong confidence. Remember this line. When you talk about your goals and dreams, you are not only speaking English, you are showing your direction in life. So practice it seriously. Do not be afraid of small mistakes. Mistakes are not the end. Mistakes are part of learning. Every time you speak, you are becoming better. Every time you introduce yourself, you are becoming more confident. Every time you answer a question, your English becomes stronger. So start today. Talk about yourself in English. Use simple words. Use clear sentences. Speak slowly. Speak honestly. Speak confidently. And remember this final line. You do not need perfect English to talk about yourself. You only need the courage to start, the patience to practice, and the confidence to continue.